Boom. All right. So we are starting off with Blacklist. Harmonia doing the duties today. Blacklist in the red corner. Blue corner, good fight. You can take a look at the teams right here. Look for somebody that you know. Look for someone familiar to you. Who's there? Who's there? Good looking team from Blacklist over here, all wearing the same stuff, different mounts, same stuff. Here we go. 2-1 Canyon Clash Day 2 begins. Are we gonna start it off with a clash in the middle? Oh, we are. Let's go ahead and get down and dirty into this match and find out who's going to be winning this Central Pyre. One of the most important objectives in the game. Central Pyre right at the very beginning. Looks like Blacklist has the upper hand in the mid here currently. As you look at the mini-map, you'll see a lot more members of Good Fight spread out over the map. Good Fight has control of the Southern Pyre, and they are abandoning that Central Pyre, so the Central Pyre fight goes in favor of Blacklist. But Good Fight is currently en route to that Northern Pyre, so we're going to go check that out. Remember, one of the more important times to be looking for is around 3 minutes. We're going to probably see a shift to that Southern Pyre because the Terralith will spawn, and that Terralith buff is quite useful for both teams, especially if they feel like they're going to be getting into a lot of team fighting, into PvP, if you will. Ah, the Popo. All right, slow start. Oh, do I have this wrong? Sorry, guys. 2 minutes behind. Good call. Good call letting me know. I had the Popo up and I had it wrong. Again, diesel engine. That's what Tonka is today. Tonka's running on diesel. Blacklist winning this fight at the Northern Pyre. Central Pyre currently being worked on by Good Fight. About a minute until we're going to see that Terralith spawn in the south. I'm interested to see if Blacklist change their focus to the south or if they're going to go back and fight for this Central Pyre. Match is very, very close to get started here. Let's get this stamina out of the way. We don't need to see stamina. Very spread out fight. Blacklist taking a commanding Pyre lead. Focus going back to the north, actually, so I'm completely wrong. These teams have it way different than what I was thinking. Southern Pyre, not very big importance for either team right now. North Pyre goes in favor of Good Fight, so there's just a lot of back and forth action. And there we go. We do see some shifting to the south. A lot of members of Good Fight are in the north. Seems like Blacklist has a majority advantage in the south, but they went for that Pyre. So I'm interested to see if Good Fight will be able to make it in time to the Southern Pyre to be able to fight for the Terralith. That's what I'm thinking we're going to see here. Luminescent right in the middle of this Blacklist crew. Too many blacks. The name's too close. Blacklist, Good Fight, Black. Luminescent did live, but Felony goes down, Indicate goes down. We're seeing Blacklist clean up a couple of members of Good Fight in the mid, or in the South Pyre here. If you look at the Central Pyre, you'll see a couple members of Blacklist holding that down. It doesn't look like Good Fight is making a motion for the Terralith. It looks like they are going to leave the Terralith for Blacklist to pick up. There are only a few members of Good Fight in the area, maybe going to look for something sneaky, possibly, maybe not. Looks like Good Fight will say, you know what, Blacklist, you can have the Terralith. We're going to take the Central Pyre and try and hold that down because we need points. Black Fight, oh my goodness, Blacklist already up on score. Been holding down the majority of the Pyres this whole time. Good Fight does take this opportunity to take the Central Pyre. North Pyre looks like the next objective for Blacklist. Try to get a better view of this skirmish in the north. You see on the mini-map, I'm going to make that a little bigger for you guys, and it's for me too, so I can keep an eye on it a bit better. On that mini-map, you can see in the south that Good Fight does pick up the Southern Pyre, but there is a couple of sneaky Blacklist beavers. They're more of a panda this time. Sneaky Blacklist skeleton pandas taking that Central Pyre. Meteor comes down on top of the Naga Reaver. No one is there. Not sure why the Meteor came down on top of the Naga Reaver. Usually it's used for some burst damage or to try and snipe if your team is not in position, but Naga Reaver just kind of pisses off, or the Meteor rather, just pisses off that Reaver, and Reaver will reset and sit in his pit. Blacklist seems to be getting the upper hand in the North Pyre. Few members of Good Fight in the Central Pyre. Looks like it's a 3-on-2. In the center. Blacklist changing their focus away from this North Pyre towards the Reaver. Let's take a look at the kill count. Blacklist is just running away with these kills, able to come into these matches and just outfight Good Fight currently in this match. Points are still fairly close. 1,000-point lead, roughly. Now it's a little bit lower, but this Naga Reaver should boost them back up. It's about a 1,200-point lead in favor of Blacklist. Once you get to about 4,000 points, that's when these leads look scary. But these matches can shift really, really quickly. 1,000 points seems like a lot at this point in the game, but it can really shift in favor of another team. It's all about pyre control. More members of Blacklist heading towards this Central Pyre. You see some resurrections of Good Fight going north. Decides to turn around, focused on that Central Pyre. You see a few members of Good Fight running around on the outside. A lot of damage comes down, and it does look like Good Fight is going to get wiped here. They have quickly turn and run towards another objective, trying to keep points from getting away from them. 2,500 in favor of Blacklist and 1,300 in favor of Good Fight. It looks like we'll follow along with these Blacklist members as they come down to the South Pyre. This is just going to be a mob fest. There's only 2 members of Good Fight down here to defend it. They're just going to do what they can to slow down Blacklist to the best of their ability. Shieldy comes in, is able to stop them. Probably going to see a wall come down, maybe not. Just gets completely locked down. Blacklist should be able to pick this up with relative ease and clean up these members of Good Fight here in the south. While this has been happening, though, that group of Good Fight went to the north, took the Northern Pyre, then abandoned it and went to the Central Pyre, took that, and when the whole group of Good Fight went towards the Central Pyre, a few members of Blacklist went to the north. So now we're going to see a fight for the northern pyre. A handful of members stay behind at Central, but Blacklist has a good amount of members in the south right now. We're gonna keep our eye on where they're gonna go. It looks like they'll just pick up the Terralith and then move on from there. Good Fight grabs the North Pyre, currently in control of that Central Pyre, but after the Terralith, a lot of members of Blacklist are now shifting their focus towards Central. We should see a small skirmish happen here, but I believe Blacklist outnumbers Good Fight in the Central Pyre. This should go in the hands of Blacklist, unless these members of Good Fight can slow them down just long enough for reinforcements to arrive, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Blacklist just has too many members, is too strong in these fights. They take that Central Pyre and they continue their Pyre lead, 3180 to 1800. It's starting to run away in favor of Blacklist. Time is running out. Good Fight needs to make some moves. Blacklist is not happy with two pyres. They're going for the North Pyre, and you can see on the map as well, Good Fight heading for that Southern Pyre. Blacklist hanging out, waiting for that Reaver. We've got a dead raccoon on our side here. It looks like they are just hanging out for that Reaver. Central Pyre is now being attacked by Good Fight. They're looking for that Pyre advantage. If they're going to give up an objective like Reaver, they need to get something else like a Central Pyre. Looks like they're going to grab that. I'm not sure when the next Reaver spawns. I feel like it should be soon. If we take a look at the scoreboard again, still heavily in favor of Blacklist. Good Fight has just not been able to win these skirmishes. I'm not sure if it's just Good Fight not sending enough members to the battle, Blacklist just outplaying them. Not sure. Those of you guys are watching from home, you could definitely be coming up with your own ideas of what is happening in this match in terms of these skirmishes. Good Fight has been playing really well in this tournament, and Blacklist just, I feel like Blacklist is just out rotating them, making sure to keep objectives down. They're beating them in these skirmishes. It's quite a sight to see. Central Pyre still in control by Good Fight. Blacklist has Southern Pyre. No one even trying to go down there and cap it. One member of Blacklist playing defense, making sure that no one's going to try and sneaky cap. North is still questionable. Just as I say that, a couple members of Good Fight do fall. Blacklist seems to be getting the upper hand. There's not a lot of, there's really no reinforcements coming. There's 3 members of Good Fight in the Central Pyre, so I feel like this is outnumbered. In the north, once again, Good Fight falls, and I believe Blacklist should be able to pick up this Reaver fairly easily. We are now at that critical 4,000 point total. Blacklist has the Pyre advantage currently. We see some members in the south of Good Fight looking to take the Southern Pyre, but we see the numbers advantage, or the Pyre advantage in favor of Blacklist, and the Reaver goes down. 4,500 in favor of Blacklist. I fell off here. That was my first one of the day. There'll be more. Reaver goes in favor of Blacklist, but they do not have the Pyre advantage right now, so they're only getting points from kills. Looks like they're shifting their focus towards the Central Pyre. I thought Good Fight had the Central Pyre, but we might have seen just a few members of Blacklist come in and take this Pyre. right underneath Good Fight's nose. Good Fight able to secure it back. They really have to make their stand right here. This is the battle they need to win. You can see Good Fight really playing on their heels, trying to stay alive in this one, and Blacklist looks like they're going to be able to cap that central pyre. That gives them a few extra points, and they are also going to be having their total tick slowly up towards that 5,000 point goal. It's looking like this one is going to be in favor of Blacklist. There's not a lot of motion towards the North Pyre, which is the only other objective that Good Fight can be looking to pick up at this point. Looks like this Central Pyre is going to be cleaned up. A lot of members of Good Fight spread out over the map. I don't think they're going to be able to take that Northern Pyre in time. It looks like Zypho here has given up. Blacklist, as you see on the mini-map, has a force in the north. No one's going to be taking that. We'll end it at this Central Pyre with a few members of Blacklist playing defense. This match is going to go in favor of Blacklist. They send members to the Southern Pyre, I think just for extra points on that Terralith to finish out the match. Congratulations to Blacklist. 5,000 to 2606. You can take a look at the scoreboard here. I believe that was about a 16-minute match. Very quick, very well played by both teams, but Blacklist just able to get these fights in the middle pyre, in the central pyre. Anytime there was a battle for a pyre, Blacklist came out ahead.